So when it comes to sadness, or feeling gloomy, or feeling a little depressed, we attribute it to many things. It could be attributed to having a bad or low-paying job. I think it was due to poor diet or exercise, maybe a lack of sleep, maybe a lack of hanging out. But I think of all these things, the number one thing that causes sadness that you could work on is your connections with other people. What do I mean by this? Loneliness and not having a connection is probably the number one thing that's making you feel sad and icky on the inside. But if you continually improve that, that's the one thing that'll make you feel happier and will help all the other things fall in place. Before I continue though, there is one thing I like to mention, and that is if you're going through a rut or hard time, books are one of the most effective and best ways at improving yourself and feeling better. If you would like to see the books that I've read to help improve myself and feel happier, please check out the links in the description below. They are great for feeling better, including Subtle Art of Not Giving AF and You Are a Badass. Now on to programming. So when it comes to feeling lonely and disconnected, I definitely felt that way too. I had that phase in my early to mid 20s. I didn't really have a job, and so it was difficult for me to want to go out, and I had the hardest time wanting to connect with others, right? But this applies to you too as well. If you're already working a job and making lots of money, maybe you came to this video because, hey, maybe you're feeling a little down, and a big part of it is you're not connecting well enough to either your family, your friends, or people you need to connect with. And that's why I'm talking today, because I felt this so much recently. I felt this so much in this past year and the past few years that it's just something that I really wanted to talk about and address, because not many people are talking about it enough, yet we act like it's not a big problem at all. We act like our lives are fine and that we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we're texting each other and constantly messaging each other, and that will make us feel happy and whole again. When in fact it's something else. It's not just the number, but the deepness of the connections that you have. It's the number of deep quality connections where you are able to pick up the phone at any time and call that one friend or the one family member at any time and let out your problems. Tell them how bad you feel, tell them how bad your day went, someone to share your victories with, someone to share your promotion or raise with. If you have a couple of them, then great, but having more and more of them is truly what makes us happy on the inside. So why is it that loneliness makes us feel so sad and depressed? Why is it the number one killer for us? Well, when it comes down to it, it has to do a lot with our Neanderthal brain. See, back in the day, we craved connection. We needed connection because that way it made us feel safe. We needed humans to connect with to protect us from fires, saber-toothed tigers, from falling, from danger, and other tribes. Now we're living in the 21st century though, and you don't need that as much. You don't need the tribe sense to survive, but you still need it to feel happy. You still need to feel that connection to feel happy and have meaningless towards life. Why do you need that? Well, when it comes to making friends and having strong connections, you can use that for emergencies, for spare money that you may need, for extra help such as moving, or for big things that other not so close friends or not so close family members wouldn't do for you. But if you have really close friends who really care about you and are there by your side and are there by you all the time, they're willing to do that, and that's really important for you to be happy. We right now live in an epidemic where we're constantly just messaging or texting or saying hey, what's up to other people, and having these like formal or these casual friendships that don't really make us happy. There's an epidemic of that, and I've certainly experienced that myself, where I had so many friends online and so many friends that I'd see once in a while but didn't talk to that much, and I was wondering why I felt so crappy all the time, and this was the reason that I outlined in this video. Realize that when you make these decisions and take the action to connect with other people and become friends with people, everything else I mentioned earlier in the video falls into place. You end up getting better sleep because you're less worried about your social circle and you feel more peaceful at night to fall asleep. You have more of a willingness to exercise because you're not alone in the gym during that time, or you are alone and you're okay with it because you can just work out and know that you'll hang out with friends later on. Or you can find a group to exercise with and you'll feel better. And number 3, if you're lonely but you make a lot of friends now and you've had trouble switching jobs or looking for a job, I know I did when I got out of college, well, now you got connections to finding a job, and this is really important. And not only that, but actual desire to have a job so that you have something in common with the friends you hang out with, you have the income to support your times, etc., etc. Guys, thank you again for coming to my channel and watching this video. If it has impacted you, please share it with a friend, like, or comment below. I made this channel to share the message that you don't have to have or experience what everyone else has in order to be worthy. You simply are, and things can always get better. Again, if you're more into content like this, please consider subscribing, or I'll talk more on mental health and wellness. Thank you guys again for watching. If you have the time, please check out my Instagram account, which is I am Andrew Mai. I have more content like this, but a little shorter and brief. And then if you want, you can check out my Facebook page too. It'd be great if all of you can hop on there and join that page so that we can share ideas with each other on how to improve and live a better, healthier, happier life, and just go out there, hang out, and have fun. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.